Sorry about that. Technical difficulties with myself, play-by-play. And a clearance from FC Olympia. Lawson Willis everywhere in the midfield in the back third here for FC Olympia. Eleanor Morrissey passing it to Willis. Willis trying to make a break into the corner here. Kenzie rolling out of Iowa, trying to make a play for it, but Bigfoot, big stop in the corner here. Nice clearance. FC Olympia is going to be a throw, and Willis looks like she's going to be taking it. Some forwards and midfielders showing now. Morrissey with the ball. Morrissey light on her feet, moving the ball around really well. Finds the foot of Willis. Willis to Colson. Colson looking over to Mizumoto. Mizumoto, little through ball. Look, almost found the foot of Morrissey, but just a little too much on it. Murphy Schaaf, goalkeeper for Bigfoot. Drawing in Jada Moorman into there and picks it up and going to be clearing it out here. We want to thank Forelli's Pizza, sponsoring tonight's cast. Forelli's Pizza, several locations in the Puget Sound, family-owned business, based primarily out of DuPont, Olympia, and Lacey. They're slinging pizzas here at the field, and they do the post-game dinners for FC Olympia and the OA folks, the visitors. And they also sponsor our broadcast here. That's on NBC's affiliate Sports Engine, official partner of USL and all the streams. Bigfoot, big clearance up. Going to find the foot of a Bigfoot. Number 2, making a play on it for Bigfoot. Alyssa trying to make a little bit of an advance here. Throw in Bigfoot here on the north end of Whaley Pitch here at the Regional Athletic Complex. It's a City of Olympia, or City of Lacey facility. I got several soccer fields here, all grass. This is the only turf field. The only turf lit field in all of Thurston County, which is a strange thing to say. Jenny was looking to make a play on it and a through ball, but got a little competition there, and the ball spikes all the way down into the offensive third for Bigfoot, trying to make a play on it. Cleared into the box, but Drew Stover ends up with it. University of Wisconsin goalkeeper, Drew Stover. Rostered last week, but Izzy Lee was playing in goal for most of that game against the Galaxy. 2-0 win. A couple goals. Ginny Lackey, Jada Moorman scoring for FC Olympia. Kinsey rolling. Really big header coming out of there. And it looks like FC Olympia's got some energy to go forward. Now Ginny Lackey trying to find the feet of Jada Moorman, but just a little too much. Bigfoot making an excellent defensive play out of the back, trying to find the feet of a defensive midfielder here, and the good play. Got it ricocheted off of Eleanor Morrissey's foot. It's going to be a throw in Bigfoot. Bigfoot, big throw. Makes its way to Ellie Jeffroy, Oklahoma State defender. Was a MVP week 3 for FC Olympia. Just a great defender, hard-nosed, and excellent distribution out of the back. Ellie Jeffroy. If you're looking in your program, you can go to fcoli.com. You can get the entire roster, or go to @GoFCOli on Instagram. See the starting lineup. Hanoka Hamano with the ball. That's out wide. It's going to be an offside call. Hanoka Hamano, University of Central Florida, was actually on the team last year in 2024. It was a USLW national clinching team. Hanoka Hamano returns for year 2. Excellent midfielder. Number 10, if you're looking at your program, fcoli.com. Murphy Schaaf, going to be looking for a big clearance here. Eleanor Morrissey making a break down the left side of the field. Just a little too much touch there. Bigfoot making a play on it, finding a post up forward. But Ellie Jeffroy is just really advancing forward on those little through ball, post forward hits, intercepting it each time, but miscommunication there with Eleanor and Ginny, and we had a clearance from Bigfoot. Hayden Colson ends up with it, but a little misplay, but somehow Lawson Wilson, working her magic, ends up with the ball, moving forward to Hamano to Ginny Lackey. Ginny Lackey through ball into Mizumoto, but doesn't find her feet. Bigfoot has the ball. Little errant pass back, finds the foot of Jada Mormon into Ginny, but Ginny's trying to find Kenzie Rolling out of Iowa at the top of the penalty box, but she was going to be offsides. Bigfoot ends up with the ball. Murphy Sheaf drawing in Mormon. FC Olympia currently sitting in first place in the Northwest Division, working on a 2.5-year undefeated spell of sorts. In the regular season, they haven't lost a game in the regular season in the USLW since signing the USLW franchise contract in 2023. Kenzie Rolling trying to find some daylight here, pass it to Colson. Colson rips it, and just wide. It looked a little more dangerous probably from my angle, but again, trying to pepper the goalkeeper here early in the game. 14th minute, 0-0 here in Olympia, Washington. FC Olympia, currently number 10 in the nation in the power rankings for USLW League play. Bigfoot FC, first year in the USLW. Done some good recruiting. Got some great players here. You got Sophia Hansen at Seattle U. As a captain and a center back for Bigfoot FC. Bigfoot trying to find some points here though on the road. Trying to pick up maybe their first win or tie in league play for the year. They sit at the bottom of the table here in the Northwest. FC Olympia in first. Salmon Bay is in second. And West Seattle in third. And a really far kick. Ginny Lackey trying to race down the field and get the ball, but just couldn't quite get there. Just too little far away, sprinting like a 100-meter dash. A Bigfoot throw. Tough touch there for Bigfoot. It's going to go out of bounds. FC Olympia throw. Into Ginny Lackey's feet, finds its way back to the chest of Kenzie Rolling. Kenzie Rolling gets stripped of the ball, and Bigfoot's got a little break here. Alyssa with the ball for Bigfoot. Hanoko Hamano just a little touch out there, but gets spiked on the shin, and Nicholas Duncan, center, going to call the free kick for FC Olympia. Probably one of the more poignant fouls on the day here in the 16th minute. If you're just joining us here in Olympia, Washington, FC Olympia taking on Bigfoot FC. Lawson Willis, University of Colorado, number 15, on top of the ball, passes it back. Ellie Jeffroy, Oklahoma State, clearing it up to Eleanor Morrissey. Morrissey finds the feet of Lackey. Lackey possessing it forward, trying to loft it over to Jada Mormon, but just not enough. Hanoko Hamano trying to take the little half volley from a country mile out, just lifts it a little too high as the ball boys, the USL2 ball boys, I should say, the backside of the goal over here. Hamano, as I said earlier, playing in the TST tournament. Also, Shu Oba played for Bumpy Pitches in the TST tournament. She's on the bench tonight for FC Olympia, goalkeeper out of Japan. And Ole Miss, third year with FC Olympia. Some TST players out of the Northwest making waves in a really fun tournament. A big social media buzz. I want to say that Bumpy Pitches won the men's side of the bracket. That was the one where Hope Solo made her big return to soccer in the soccer world. playing for, I want to say it was Solo FC. Real fun little small-sided tournament. Bigfoot progressing downfield in an offensive third, but FC Olympia strips at Lawson Willis, trying to get out of danger here, clearing it up, trying to find Jada Mormon. She does. She chests it at a perfect turn. Just couldn't find the through ball to Ginny, but amazing skill by Jada Mormon. Battling here. Just excellent USLW talent here. Just watching the turn there by Jada Mormon. She took the ball out of the air and into that chest turn, was able to advance upfield and look for a through ball. Just a talented player. Jada Mormon out of Mercer University. Hayden Colson on top of the ball right now. Auburn actually holds the most minutes played by any FC Olympia player here. Single season leader in minutes played, Hayden Colson. Well, errant ball goes up and out of bounds. FC Olympia on the south end of the field. In their offensive third, they'll throw in from Ginny to Kenzie Rolling to Morrissey, and it looked like it was going to be a foul here by Bigfoot. And Nicholas Duncan, center referee, is calling the foul. Looks like he might be pulling out. Oh, he's just marking the free kick. Got a little crazy there for a second. But free kick, FC Olympia. Eleanor Morrissey standing over the ball with Lawson Willis. Number 15, Lawson Willis. And number 6, Eleanor Morrissey, if you're watching on the pearlescent kits. Morrissey launches a ball, far post, trying to find like Jada Mormon. That was Hayden Colson and Kenzie Rolling and Ginny Lackey trying to find somebody on the end of that and just couldn't come up with it, but it's going to be a goal kick, Murphy Schaaf. Quiet first 20 minutes compared to last game against these two is a 5-0 win for FC Olympia. Both having some time to play here in this Northwest Division, approaching that halfway mark. USLW League is one of the shortest seasons in the entire USL soccer world. Starts mid-May, ends end of June. National tournament starts here in a couple weeks. It's hard to believe. We have an offside call here. Drew Stover over the ball in the black and neon pink Oli Fed kits, Olympia Federal Savings. A play on the savings. Whoever's creative enough to come up with that. Oli Fed Savings. Great little local bank, downtown branch at Olympia, Washington. Sponsoring all of the big saves and the kits this year. You can actually pick up a replica goalkeeper kit at FCOlympia.com, but Bigfoot FC trying to launch one in. Just got a little unlucky. There was a little push there, it looked like at the end, but a referee calls a goal kick. Short play to Ellie Jeffroy. Jeffroy, Oklahoma State, launching it down to Ginny Lackey, finds Lackey's leg. A nice touch, brings it down. Kenzie rolling, trying to find Morrissey. Morrissey through ball to Ginny Lackey, bringing it down. Kenzie Rolling just kind of working it all the way into the box. Lawson Willis trying to find Rolling with the ball. Just a shot off, right into the hands of Murphy Schaaf. But great 1-2 distribution all the way up and down the field, starting in the back with Ellie Jeffroy and working up between Lawson Willis, Eleanor Morrissey, Kenzie Rolling, and Ginny Lackey. Just wonderful play to advance 50 yards. Just good save by Murph. Lackey bringing the ball down. Bigfoot trying to find the post up forward here, trying to make a play. This definitely is, feels like a little bit more balanced, even match compared to last game. This is a Bigfoot team that's had some games under their belt. They're looking hungry, pressing. Should be a really great game today. Jeffroy trying to find Rolling's feet. Does, but an errant pass there out of the first touch. Back in Bigfoot's possession here. It's a little errant ball from Audrey Schlotfeld, but FC Olympia ending up with it. Rolling coming down this east side. Through ball to Ginny Lackey, just a little too far. Bigfoot sends it up, back up, trying to find Schlotfeld again, but Rolling takes it over. Ginny Lackey in the corner looking for a big cross, launches it into the box. Hamano with the ball, shoots just over the crossbar. Little knuckling left footer from Hanoka Hamano. Central Florida, year 2 with FC Olympia. Number 10 on your program, fcoli.com. Scroll down, go to the Rants Group game day program. Can get a little bit to know about the players, see where they're from, support the club. Decent little crowd here today. It's a chilly day to start Father's Day weekend. Overcast, no sunshine today, but a little breeze making it a little cold. People in jackets. Willis with the ball, a little pressure from Reed with Bigfoot. Awesome, Willis, yes, making her way up the field, finding Hamano's feet in the midfield. Hamano eyes up, looking again back to Willis. Willis back to Hamano. Hamano going to find Colson's feet. Colson bringing it down, trying to find Mizumoto. Mizumoto out of USC. Now with the ball entering the penalty box, low cross in. Bigfoot deflects it. Goal kick coming in. Want to thank Brandon Cartwright, Cartwright Media, all the fellows on the crew. Couldn't do this broadcast without this wonderful streaming crew. It's brought to you by Forelli's Pizza. Several locations if you're hungry and looking for some dinner. Got great pizzas, delicious brews, family friendly. Forelli's Pizza all over the Puget Sound. Look them up, Google them. Get on in there. Goal kick from Murphy, finds a Bigfoot, but FC Olympia ends up with it. Kenzie Rolling. Reed with the ball for Bigfoot, though. Kind of a cool, there's some Bigfoot feet on the back of the jerseys. Here are the white jerseys. There's 2 Bigfoot feet on the back end underneath the numbers. Bigfoot FC, newcomer out of Maple Valley, Washington, owned by West Coast Goalkeeping. Playing out of Tahoma High School. Little football stadium over there. Hamano with the ball. Trying to make something rolling. A lot of numbers into the box. Tried to chip it into the box to find Mizumoto, but nothing happening in the safe hands of Murphy Schaefer. She draws in Ginny Lackey. I don't think Lackey's afraid of anything, so she's just going to keep approaching until she gets her way. Big punt coming down. FC Olympia almost had a play on it. Hamano, but ricochet is out to Bigfoot. Bigfoot working the ball around towards the west end of the field, towards the fan side. Drew Stover, goalkeeper for FC Olympia, playing it out of the back to Ellie Jeffroy. Jeffroy trying to find feet to Ellen Morrissey. Morrissey over. Kylan Grant out of Syracuse is the other defender on that other side that's been helpful in the back with Ellie Jeffroy. Morrissey trying to make a break to Lackey. Lackey with the ball entering the penalty box. Little through ball into Kenzie Rolling, but offsides again. It seems to be a running theme today with the through balls is we're just a little hair excited there. And it's about the third or fourth offside call today on the offensive third for FC Olympia, who definitely knocking on the door of the Charo goal door. The proverbial Charo Mexican restaurant goal door. That's the official goal partner of FC Olympia's Charo Mexican restaurant, formerly El Serape on the West Olympia side. Wonderful family-owned Mexican restaurant, sponsoring all the goals scored by FC Olympia this year. Considerable goal differential for FC Olympia, currently sitting in first place, only giving up one this year so far in 5 games. Looks like it's going to be a Bigfoot throw. Big hurling toss into the penalty box, but headed out by FC Olympia. FC Olympia coached by Kellen Green, played as a captain and player in 2023, the inaugural USLW year for Oli. And she joined the technical staff with Ben Willis. She was an assistant coach in 2024, clinched the USLW postseason, and promoted to head coach this year, helming the team, starting off the year well, 5 wins, 21 goals for, 1 against. There's a 20-goal differential currently for FC Olympia. So Kellen Green starting off the season very well. Ben Willis is still around the program. He went and coached pro at Lexington and then ended up taking a collegiate job here in Olympia, cross into the box from Olympia, trying to find the head of Mizumoto, but Mizumoto sends it into Murphy Schaaf, the safe hands of Murphy Schaaf. So Ben Willis, though, ended up getting a college head coaching job here in Olympia and has joined FC Olympia again as the USLW technical director. So the whole family's back together here mid-season in 2025. Kenzie Rowling making a play just past Schultfeld from Bigfoot into Jada Mormon. Mormon making a break down the near post, tried to get a little cross into the middle, but deflected by Bigfoot into a corner kick for FC Olympia. A few different goalkeepers this year for FC Olympia. Drew Stover getting the nod tonight. First few games we saw Faith win. Texas Tech, former UCLA national champion, Faith win. Started the first few games. We saw Izzy Lee, Phoebe Carver out of USC, and today University of Wisconsin, Drew Stover in goal. Exciting to see. Also Cassidy Kurgan out of Seattle U has gotten into some games. Also started recently. All a great goalkeeper pool for FC Olympia. All of their gloves and all of our goalkeeping gear is sponsored by N1 Goalkeeping. Big shot from Ginny Lackey. Ripped it from 25 yards out, knuckling into the low corner, but Murphy Schaaf, the New Zealand national keeper, and also Oklahoma State keeper, making a great play on the ball. Ginny Lackey, again, USLW nation leading 7 goals in 5 games. May MVP forward for the USLW announced yesterday, June 12th, and she was the MVP forward nod for the all-nation team. FC Olympia looking to restart the counter here. Syracuse defender Kylan Grant finding the feet of Hanoka Hamano. Hamano lifts it into Jada Mormon, but Mormon cannot make a play on it. Murphy Schaaf ending up with the ball once again. If you're tuning in too, the FC Olympia also has a men's USL franchise in the USL League 2. Tough year so far for them. They've dropped a few games, looking to make a difference against the Tacoma Stars the next day. But Ginny Lackey, dancing around on the top of the penalty box, just lifts it with her left foot, far post, just over the outstretched hands of Murphy Sheaf, and we have a Charo Mexican restaurant goal here in Olympia, Washington. Ginny Lackey, number 8 on the season, 8th goal. USLW nation leading goal scorer out of James Madison University. Having a smile with Lawson Willis. Just was kind of dancing there on the top of the penalty box. She didn't have much of a wind-up. Ginny's looking like she's hungry to get back into this forward, advancing fast into a press against Bigfoot. 1-0 here in the 33rd minute. Hamano with the ball. Hamano to Morrissey. Morrissey turning upfield, trying to find the feet of Kenzie Rolling out of Iowa. Rolling with the ball. Cuts it in past the defender. Rolling shoots. Deflected by Bigfoot, but the defender's on the ground. Looks like got a little stinger there. I might send out the athletic trainer. Ginny Lackey with her 8th goal of the year, ties single-season record from McKenna Martinez, Oregon State forward for FC Olympia. Last couple seasons, her record was 8 goals in one season. Ginny Lackey tying that record in the 6th game of this USLW season here in 2025. So Ginny Lackey on track to obviously break the FC Olympia single-season record and continue to lead the USLW nation in goal scoring. Hayden Colson passing it over to Morrissey. Morrissey switching the ball over to Mizumoto. Moto finding Jada Mormon. Mormon, big cross into the box, almost finding the feet of Ginny Lackey, but back over to Hamano. Hamano to Lackey. Lackey turns it, left foot to Lawson. Lawson looking like she was going to take a shot there, but Bigfoot ends up with it. Bigfoot, big clearance into the midfield, but into the chest of Kylan Grant out of Syracuse. Kylan Grant playing down into Morrissey. Morrissey through ball into Mizumoto. Mizumoto cross against the Bigfoot defender, and it's going to ricochet out for a corner kick. Corner kick here. Looks like Kenzie Rolling is on top of the ball now. Out of Iowa. Looking for the big cross in. Lofted in, and it just skims off the top of the head and out of the box. But quick play into Morrissey. Morrissy into Lackey. And just like that, number 2 on the day for Lackey. FC Olympia going up 2-0 here in this 36th minute. Morrissey found the far post, low crossing pass. And Lackey just taps it right in for a 2-0 lead. And that Charo Mexican restaurant goal is the new single-season record for FC Olympia. That's number 9 on the year. Number 9 on the year for Ginny Lackey out of James Madison University. Played soccer overseas from over in England. Just a wonderful player playing Collegiate ball at James Madison, playing a little USLW summer soccer here in Olympia, Washington, shattering the single season goal scoring record. Number 9 was scored today. She has 2 goals today. Ginny Lackey. Ellie Jeffroy trying to find the feet, but Bigfoot intercepts it. Lackey trying to put some pressure, but fouls a Bigfoot midfielder here. Angelina Barnicut just got kind of pushed a little too hard from behind and crashes down into the ground. It's going to be a Bigfoot free kick here, about halfway between the half line and the penalty box. Big cross in, trying to find the head. Ooh, nice header from Bigfoot, but a easy save from Drew Stover. University of Wisconsin goalkeeper in the Oli Fed black and neon pink kits that you can buy at fcoli.com. We do ship domestically. fcoli.com. Get your Oli Fed replicas, your Taylor kits. You like these pearlescent FC Olympia light blue kits, fcoli.com. We do shipping, or you can pick up at the next FC Olympia home game. Lawson Willis working the ball around. A little shot goes wide. Murphy Sheaf covering that near post. Murphy Sheaf looking for the big hit out of the box. One by Eleanor Morrissey on the head there. Jada Mormon working it out wide to Mizumoto. Cut in from the USC midfielder. Pulling it into her teammate at USC, Eleanor Morrissey. Morrissey out wide to Ginny Lackey. Lackey left foot down into the corner to Morrissey. Morrissey trying to backheel and do a little bit of magic here, but only finds a Bigfoot defender. Cross coming in, finds only a Bigfoot defender. Lackey trying to make a play on it. Pushing around, finding Kenzie Rowling on the top of the penalty box, but Bigfoot ends up with the ball. Big clearance over to Ellie Jeffroy, Oklahoma State defender. Kind of a misplay from Hayden Colson, a rare misplay. Bigfoot ends up with the ball. Advancing into the offensive third here, trying to find the feet of a forward, but Ellie Jeffroy finding the post up forward, Ginny Lackey. But a big tackle from Bigfoot. Great tackle. And Drew Stover having to come all the way to the edge of the penalty box, collect the ball, and throw it out wide to Lawson Willis. Willis trying to find somebody in the middle. Nothing opening up. Bigfoot pressing pretty well here. Not giving up any opportunity in the middle. Having to work it out wide. Kylan Grant to Mizumoto. Mizumoto back to Colson. Colson switching it back to Jeffroy. Jeffroy looking to go forward instead of to the side. Finds Jada Mormon's feet. Honoka Hamano, number 10, over the ball. University of Central Florida. Crossing over USC's Eleanor Morrissey. Morrissey from Seattle. And it looked like Ginny was going to try and get her third on the night, but just kind of mishit the little pass from Jada Mormon. Seems to be a good combination happening here between Jada Mormon and Ginny Lackey. Two very dangerous forwards. Mormon is just incredibly quick and athletic and just amazing to watch. Ginny Lackey with just an explosive left foot. That's just magical to watch. There's 2 goals here, number 9 on the year from Ginny Lackey, breaking the FC Olympia single season record. Lawson making a break down the left side of the field here on the east side of the Regional Athletic Complex. Eleanor Morrissey looking for a cross, trying to ricochet it in, but it is going to go out for a goal kick. I want to thank our sponsors, Taylor Shellfish, on the kits for FC Olympia, on both the away and dark kits, and our pearlescent light blue kits. Here for home, also Lucky Dog Casino, partner for all of our USL training kits. Well 80 Brew House, making artesian well-made beer out of downtown Olympia and the famous Spring Wells. Morrissey making a break into the box, makes a touch, pass it to Hamano. Hamano passing it in, it goes off the post, and it's in. Charo Mexican Restaurant goal from Honoka Hamano, and that's number 3 on the day from FC Olympia here just before half on the 43rd minute. Honoka Hamano, one of our first main games back from playing in the TST tournament, just well-slotted ball off the near post, and just nothing that Murphy Schaaf could have done, just out of the outstretched hands. And that, folks, is a Charo Mexican Restaurant goal. This is the noisemakers from the hill making a little bit of fun noise. It's noisemaker night here at FC Olympia's home field in Olympia, Washington, playing at the Regional Athletic Complex. FC Olympia has dubbed the field name Well 80 Pitch due to the Well 80 Beer Garden in the corner. Colson making a break for it once again for FC Olympia here. The 44th minute seems to be a nonstop offensive attack as Mormon ends up with the ball from Kenzie Rolling, but it's cleared out by Bigfoot. Bigfoot trying to make something happen here before half. Trying to find a post up forward here, but just a little too far and a foul. Bigfoot wanting to make something happen there, and just a little too much, and a free kick for FC Olympia. Kylan Grant sends it back to Ellie Jeffroy. Jeffroy to Colson. Colson to Willis. As the waning minutes of the first half happen, 3-0 here at FC Olympia in Olympia, Washington, home to the Artesian Soccer. Formerly Oly Town FC, rebranded 2 years ago to FC Olympia. The Artesians, known for the artesian wells, that's spring water wells all around downtown Olympia, that Olympians are known for turning into beer and coffee, but mainly beer in downtown Olympia. Olympia Brewing, the historic brewing practices of using all the artesian well water that's magically bubbling up from the ground. The Artesians. Morrissey with the ball, trying to cut into the penalty box, but Bigfoot wasn't happening. Big clearance, too. Out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in FC Olympia. Kenzie Rolling on it. 2? Okay. And Devin Dickman reminding us we've got 2 minutes of stoppage here in this first half. Some goals and some free kicks. Adding a little bit of time. Ginny Lackey on top of the box trying to find left-footed. Big block by Bigfoot. But the clearance wasn't enough to get past Kenzie Rolling. Rolling still with it. Senator Nicholas Duncan looking at his watch for the 2-minute stoppage. The lights kick on here at Olympia, Washington as we get ready for halftime. 3-0 if you're just tuning in. FC Olympia leading. Number 1 in the Northwest Division. 5-0-0. And that is halftime, folks. 3 Charo Mexican Restaurant goals, 2 from Ginny Lackey, and another from Honoka Hamano. Just a wonderful strike off the near post and in. We'll tune back in after halftime here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Forelli's Pizza broadcast today and Cartwright Media. We'll be back with you in 15 minutes, folks. Alrighty, we're back here at Well 80 Pitch in Olympia, Washington. USLW League action here in the Northwest Division, Washington State. 3-0 FC Olympia here in the 45th, starting the second half against Bigfoot FC out of Maple Valley, Washington. Big first half from FC Olympia, namely Ginny Lackey, adding on to her already single season magic ride on the goal scoring train. Charo Mexican restaurant goals, adding 2 to break the single season record for FC Olympia. She has surpassed Oregon State University alum McKenna Martinez for FC Olympia. She scored 8 goals last year, and Ginny adding on today, getting her 9th goal in an FC Olympia jersey. Also, nationwide leading goal scorer for all of the USLW. Also, Hanoka Hamano getting the 3rd goal just before half in the 43rd minute, sending a ball ricocheting off the post and in. Hanoka Hamano coming back from the TST tournament with Austin Rise. So we do have some subs to report here in the second half. Chloe May Lamonzo, number 14, is in for number 16 on Bigfoot FC. Chloe May Lamonzo in for Bigfoot FC. For FC Olympia, we have a goalkeeper change. Shu Oba, 3rd year with FC Olympia out of Ole Miss. Team Japan goalkeeper for the last couple years, even played in the Paris Olympics. Got some caps in the pre-Olympic warm-up in Spain. Shu Oba gracing us once more here in goal in the second half, wearing the black and neon pink. Shu Oba also playing in the TST tournament with Bumpy Pitches, which is a heck of a name to say. I'm always scared to say it on the air. Bumpy Pitches. In also for FC Olympia in the second half is number 5, Cassie Bibby, in for Kenzie Rowling. Cassie Bibby also from USC. At that point, that means there's 3 Trojans on the field, formerly in the Pac-12, now in the Big Ten. USC Trojans on the field, Mizumoto, Eleanor Morrissey, and now Cassie Bibby. On the bench, also from USC, is Phoebe Carver, goalkeeper. That's your substitutions here in the second half. As Nicholas Duncan calls a foul here in the 47th minute, and we're definitely underway here in the second half in Olympia, Washington. If you're just tuning in, it is a steady, cold westerly breeze here hitting the Well 80 pitch. It's probably 60 degrees, but probably 50 degree, 45 degree chill, 30 degree chill. It keeps dropping as we go on in the game, as the light starts to go out over the horizon line. Bigfoot trying to make waves here in the second half, trying to rebound and get on the board, close the gap a little bit here. Bigfoot FC, newcomers to the USLW League out of Maple Valley. Real fun branding with the Bigfoot mascot. Really cool jerseys with the 2 Bigfoot feet on the back end. Just a fun. It's fun branding, fun marketing, and definitely more tasteful than some of the other branding I've seen in the Northwest Division across any of the USL clubs. It's a lot of fun. Foul here. We got a yellow that's going to be given to number 32, Yasmin Filho Melo. Big foul. Kylan Grant getting up a little slowly at Syracuse University, New York. Big free kick coming, launching it into the penalty kick area, trying to find the head of Jenny Lackey, but finds a Bigfoot defender. Hayden Colson tries a through ball. A little sloppy play here. Ball kind of ricochets up into Murphy Sheaf. Sheaf throwing the ball, a dart out to the winger here for Bigfoot. If she cuts into the field trying to advance here, being met with a little bit of a press. Shuoba getting some of the first touches of the game here off her feet. Cassie Bibby trying to find her teammate at USC, Mizumoto. Olympia in the light blue pearlescent kits. The screen print changes color, probably a nightmare for everybody trying to track the numbers, but it looked good when we were doing the marketing scheme. Ellie Jeffroy playing up to Jada Mormon. Mormon taking a big shot up to Ginny, but just out of reach, and Murphy playing it with her feet. 50th minute here in Olympia. Olympia Washington, this third year in the USLW. Last 2 seasons clinching the USLW National Playoff. Murphy Sheaf actually played for FC Olympia last year, if you're just tuning in. This is a fantastic goalkeeper, transferred over to Oklahoma State. Also plays with the New Zealand national team on their goalkeeper staff with Bigfoot FC, who's owned and operated by West Coast Goalkeeping. So one of their goalkeepers. Ball played into the penalty box, but cleared out by Bigfoot. Big clearances. Bigfoot looks for an advance, and they've got numbers. Big through ball into the west side of the field, into the corners. Bigfoot cuts it in. Big cross away, but just out of reach, and looked like the flag came up, but it's going to be free kick here for FC Olympia. Shuoba. Back in an FC Olympia jersey, living here in town. It's fun to see this level of play come to the Pacific Northwest, and especially the little town of Olympia, Washington, in the south end of the Puget Sound, away from Seattle and Tacoma, and the proverbial island cut off by the Nisqually Valley and the Nisqually River, which comes from the Nisqually Glacier, Mount Rainier. So awesome to see all these players come here and live for a couple months and play some fun soccer. A really good training environment. We talked to some of the players and interviews this year and talk about how the training environment's just as, competitive and fun as gameplay. And so it's fun to see all these players from all over the nation and the world coming here to play some soccer in Olympia, Washington. And 2.5 years officially undefeated in the regular season, looking to continue that tonight here in the 53rd minute, 3-0. 2 goals from Jenny Lackey if you're just tuning in. Jada Mormon playing a through ball to Homano. Homano looked like a little clearance out there by Bigfoot, just a little step ahead. Anoka Homano playing for Austin Rise in the TST tournament. She was playing with a former FC Olympia artesian, Maya Tabion, who is now playing for Salmon Bay FC, a Ballard affiliate club on the women's side. Hanoka Hamano coming back for year 2 after clinching the USLW National Playoff in 2024 out of Central Florida. Looks like it's going to be a throw in Bigfoot FC. Colson ending up with the ball. Auburn University midfielder Mizumoto trying to find the feet of somebody in the box here, but ricocheting around Bigfoot. Big clearance. And it's going to be a throw in FC Olympia. Noisemaker night. Would have hoped for a little bit more noise, but it's a little cold, and everybody's probably got their hands in their pockets. At least the 2 guys in front of me have hands in their pockets. Little ball into the middle, trying to find the end, little far post from Eleanor Morrissey, but nothing happening. It's going to be a goal kick, Bigfoot FC. Taking a look at the standings here in the USLW Northwest. FC Olympia sitting in first place with 5 wins, 21 goals for, 1 against, a 20-goal differential. Salmon Bay sitting in second with 3 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. West Seattle Roadies, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties. Lane United out of Eugene, Oregon, sitting in 4th place. Tacoma Stars affiliate, the Galaxy, second to last place, and Bigfoot at the bottom of the table currently. A lot of expansion teams this year. 3 brand new teams, Salmon Bay, West Seattle Roadies, and Bigfoot FC. We're experiencing the loss of United PDX and Capital FC abruptly just before the season. It's Portland, Oregon, and Salem, Oregon, a couple regulars that were great competitors, and Capital FC's definitely changed. It used to be the Portland Timbers affiliate USL team that won all the division titles, and once the Timbers parted ways, they became Capital FC, Atletico, and Atletica. But just before this year, United PDX and Capital FC dropped out. But Washington newcomers, Salmon Bay, West Seattle Roadies, and Bigfoot definitely filling the gap here in the USLW. A lot of local colleges playing on these teams. West Seattle Roadies pretty UW heavy. Salmon Bay, a lot of Seattle and Bellevue natives that are playing soccer all around the country. Same with FC Olympia, as well as a lot of folks living with host families with FC Olympia, not from here originally. About half and half. FC Olympia trying to find Ginny Lackey on the back end of the box, but tries to head it back into play, but like an offside call. That's going to be a free kick in the 56th minute. Some of the FC Olympia athletes are running down the field in their puffy jackets to keep warm. Strangely cold on this mid-June day here, June 13th. Ginny trying to find Mormon on the end of it, but not sure how, just unlucky there. Looked like she was going to get a touch on it, but just out of play. Goal kick, Murphy Sheaf. Murphy sending the ball into the midfield. Bigfoot looking to move it around, trying to advance into this final third, but Lawson Willis intercepting it. Quick pass to Jaden Mormon. Mormon entering the penalty box, shoots it off the crossbar. Unbelievable shot. Mormon just 3 nights ago put one off the crossbar and in against the Tacoma Galaxy. And unlucky there, just happened to glance off the post, but back into play. Jaden Mormon is a heck of an athlete, so quick, amazing feet and turning ability, and top that off by just a great finisher. Unlucky there, just a ball ricocheting off the post. Looks like it's going to be a free kick. Nicholas Duncan, center referee. Hayden Colson leading minutes for all of FC Olympia. A lot of minutes there for Hayden Colson out of Auburn University. Just sends a big skyrocketing free kick into the hands of Murphy Schaaf. Kylan Grant, Syracuse, playing it out of the back to Cassie Bibby. Cassie Bibby looking up towards Colson, couldn't find her. Going to reset through Ellie Jeffroy. Jeffroy back to Bibby out of USC. Pretty sure the USC defender's trying to find the USC midfielder, Mizumoto. Instead, heads down to James Madison forward, Ginny Lackey. Lackey approaching the penalty box, sends it down into Kylan Grant, but out for a corner kick. As we approach the 60th minute, if you're just tuning in, 3-0 FC Olympia in USLW League action. As Bigfoot starts to send over some substitutes here. Corner kick coming up. Hanuka Hamano over the top of the ball on the corner kick. Looks like players are shielding each other at the top of the penalty kick, trying to discuss where they're going to run to. Hayden Colson coming on the far post. Ginny heading towards the near. And it finds Ginny Lackey on the near post. His glancing header into the goal. A Charo Mexican restaurant hat trick. Ginny Lackey, just unbelievable athletic near post run and just a perfect ball from Hanuka Hamano. And that is the third goal as the noisemakers go off here at Well 80 pitch in Olympia, Washington. The third goal for Ginny Lackey, number 10 on the year. Came into the game with 7 goals, USLW Nation leading. And just like that, in 60 minutes, she has a hat trick. It's very, very exciting. Rita Okoro, number 10, in for Yasmin Fialo Mello, number 32. Substitutes for Bigfoot FC. As I drop all the paperwork in front of the fourth official. Katrina Wolf, number 7, in for Lila Ramirez Noon, number 21. Again, substitutions in for Bigfoot FC. Here in the 61st minute, thank you to Devin Dickman, the fourth official, wonderful official. Bigfoot clearing the ball here, trying to make something happen with some of these new players coming onto the field. Again, Ginny Lackey scoring her third on the day. That's 10 goals on the season. Just a great ball from Hanuka Hamano off the corner kick. Seems to be a good combination happening between those two here in the 6th game of the USLW season for FC Olympia. Again, as described earlier, USLW action for FC Olympia been around since 2023. Chris Wells was the head coach in 2023, then was promoted to a club-wide sporting director position. Ben Willis became head coach in 2024, went 9-0-1 in a USLW clinching playoff run where they beat Oakland Soul in Oakland 2-1 in an overtime game in front of a packed Oakland Soul crowd. FC Olympia shocking Oakland Soul in the USLW by a big road playoff win. And then this year, Kellen Green, head coach for FC Olympia, and on her way to her 6th win here. (4-0) here in the 63rd minute. Clock. You want to just turn it off and then turn it back on? It'll save the parameters. You want to turn it off and then turn it back on, see if it helps? Can you mute me? Sorry about that. Technical difficulties here on the FC Olympia play-by-play side. Myself. Corner kick in. Going to be cleared out by Bigfoot. Chelsea Wagner into the game. Couple goals this year so far in the USLW League. Murphy Schaaf about to have a goal kick here as we approach the 67th minute. 4-0 if you're just tuning in. FC Olympia leading Bigfoot. Bigfoot in the white. FC Olympia in the light blue. By chance, can I see the sub passes? Steve, can you help grab this? Thanks, brother. Might as well just talk on the cast like I would. We do have a couple subs here. Thank you so much for dealing with my unprofessional play-by-play. Okay. Maya Hansen, number 8, in for FC Olympia. Honoka Hamano is coming off the field for Maya Hansen. Grace Huron into the game, number 16, in for Hayden Colson. And entering the field, Piper Davidson, number 7, in for Hana Mizumoto. Chelsea Wagner, number 22, in for Eleanor Morrissey. So a big line change, one of the hockey line change of sorts. Hopping over the fence, Ginny Lackey trying to get the ball in again. Trying to go for a fourth here in the 70th minute. Ball parries off into the end line, and it's going to be a corner kick, FC Olympia. Chelsea Wagner running down the corner flag towards the Well 80 Beer Garden. Well 80 Brewhouse, longtime partner and sponsor of FC Olympia. Used to be on the jerseys. Now is the Well 80 pitch partner here and Beer Garden. Wagner going to send a lofting ball in. Finds the foot of a forward here, but just kind of deflects off in over the crossbar, and it's going to be a goal kick. Murphy Schaaf getting replaced by Rollo, number 18 for Bigfoot. Big Trip, number 42, coming in to the game also for Bigfoot. Short play off the goal kick here for Bigfoot. Try and make something happen, find a post up forward. Big hit coming. Ellie Jeffroy ends up with the ball. Oklahoma State defender for FC Olympia. Foul by Bigfoot. Nicholas Duncan, center referee, coming over to have some words. Little warning. Could be a free kick, FC Olympia, but player down. Kind of looked like a little bit of a cheap shot there, but just aggressive play, trying to make something happen, stimulate some forward progress here. Lawson Willis. They restarted back to Cassie Bibby. Bibby making her way forward. Willis on the ball. Back to Jeffroy. Jeffroy wearing the captain's band, it looks like today. Lofting ball in, but Bigfoot wins it. Bigfoot trying to make something happen here as we approach the 74th minute. Chelsea Wagner cuts into the middle, trying to advance up the field. Wide ball out, trying to get past the last defender. Corner kick coming in for FC Olympia. 74th minute. Lofting ball in. Jaden Mormon gets on the end of it. Into the goalkeeper, though. Bigfoot racing down the sideline. Restarting it now. Trying to make their way into the midfield. Jaden Mormon pressing quite a bit. Unable to get past Lawson Willis. Finding a way to get in out of danger and all of a sudden in the feet of Ginny Lackey, but just too much of a touch from Lackey, and Bigfoot ends up with it. Bigfoot FC out of Maple Valley, Washington, for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast here. Cassie Bibby, USC defender, working it up the field. Lackey with the ball. Shifting it out to Wagner. Wagner goes low to Lawson Willis. Willis shoots. Oh, and she finds the back of the net. Lawson Willis coming up the field from her defensive ranks, slotting in the Charo Mexican Restaurant goal.
24's coming off. 2-4.
2-4. That Charo Mexican Restaurant goal scored by Lawson Willis. University of Colorado defender finding her way all the way in the offensive third. Beautiful goal, striking it in the left side of the goal, just past an outreaching Bigfoot player. (5-0) here as we approach the 77th minute. As our scoreboard is a little behind, we had some technical difficulties with it. But Lawson Willis, defender for FC Olympia, getting all the way upfield and getting a goal and adding to the mix. Ginny Lackey with a hat trick if you're just tuning in. James Madison University forward. Hanuka Hamano adding to the mix, and then that last goal by Lawson Willis as FC Olympia advancing down the field once again on this northwest side near the Well 80 Brewhouse Beer Garden. Bigfoot FC substituting here in the 78th minute. Turner, number 8, coming in for Bigfoot. Number 2, Amandalo, exiting the game. Jaden Mormon forward, makes a turn on it in the penalty box for FC Olympia, trying to make something happen, looking for that 6th. Passing out wide to Wagner. Wagner, low hanging ball to Jaden Mormon, just couldn't find her feet. Bigfoot clearance. Cold night, breezy night here in Olympia, Washington. On the Lacey side as Bigfoot advancing down the field, looking to make something happen. Big shot into the paws of Shu Oba, Ole Miss goalkeeper. Also played in the TST tournament with bumpy pitches. The social media extravaganza that the TST is. Big pass up to Ashley Roney. Roney bringing it down. FC Olympia cutting into the penalty box here to Roney again. Roney looking for a turn. Makes it into the box, but just gets turned around. Good defensive play by Bigfoot. It's going to be a throw in FC Olympia. They approach the 80th minute. Far cry from the 87-degree game we had the other day. Handing out all kinds of cold drinks and ice cubes. It is a chilly, breezy day here in the south, Puget Sound, the south end near the Squally River Valley. Shot from Jada Mormon almost hits that left post, but just kind of Jada Mormon all over the offensive prowess today. Sent one earlier off the crossbar. Just been a little unlucky on that. Absolutely incredible athlete playing forward today. Had a goal against Tacoma Galaxy 3 days ago. FC Olympia advancing again. Mormon back with the ball. Down to Chelsea Wagner in the corner. Wagner looking for the cross into the box, into the hands of the Bigfoot goalkeeper. Bigfoot owned and operated by a West Coast goalkeeping out of Maple Valley, Washington. Big punt here. Wagner bringing the ball down. Playing a little pass here, a little rondo in the middle of the field here, trying to find a post up forward, Jada Mormon. But errant pass back finds the feet of Bigfoot FC as they try to advance. FC Olympia, one last home game coming up at the end of June. They go on the road down to Eugene, Oregon on Wednesday. Take on Lane United at the brand new beautiful facility at Civic Stadium. Tune in on the NBC affiliate Sports Engine. All the games are airing there. The women from there go from Lane United to West Seattle Roadies. Go over and play Salmon Bay, and then they close out the year in the final home game, which is proving to be possibly a playoff decision-making game potentially at the end of the season, as second place Salmon Bay will come down for the final home game and final game of the year here at FC Olympia on June 27th. So the USL women's team in here in FC Olympia only has one home game left in Olympia. So make sure and come on out, fcoli.com, get your tickets. Get loud. USL men for FC Olympia. Quite a bit of season left. They have a 5 home game stretch starting next weekend, June 21st. They play up until mid-July. July 13th is the final game for the USL men at FC Olympia. USL men doing a little struggling this year, second to last place. A couple road losses, tough losses, 1-goal losses, but looking to change their fate as the season progresses, and a lot of home games left for the USL 2 men for FC Olympia. Cross into the box. Jada Mormon up on it, but it's going to be in the goalkeeper's hands safely for Bigfoot. Some cheers from the Bigfoot goalkeeper fans. Bigfoot clears it out. It's going to be a throw in FC Olympia. Ben Willis, USL technical director, traps the ball. Great first touch for a coach that's getting freezing his bones off right now. Ben Willis returning back from Lexington SC, where he was the head coach for the final fixtures. Chelsea Wagner with a bullet. Nice left-footed strike, but right at the goalkeeper, but a lot of power. A little scary. If that was going anywhere else, it was probably going to go in. Ben Willis returning. He got a collegiate head coaching job here in Olympia, Washington, and returning to the fold as the USLW technical director. Chelsea Wagner making a break down the side, off the Bigfoot defender and into a corner kick situation. See if FC Olympia can add on to this already 5-0 lead. Here, approaching the 84th minute again, if you're looking at our scoreboard, it is just a little bit off. This entire place is powered by generators because the city parks has no power out here other than these lights. So this pop-up stadium is truly a pop-up stadium, all brought in by FC Olympia employees and trailers and amazing crew and staff to put all this together and pack it up every single night. So kudos to ownership board member Brad Hansen for putting this all together. All the power, all the music and the scoreboard and all this great electrical amenities that we have here at the pop-up stadium. Brad Hansen out of Shelton, Washington. Free kick for Bigfoot. The waning moments of the second half and a breeze seems to be getting steadier into a cold night here in Olympia, but could be warmed up by a 6th goal by FC Olympia if they can get forward here. Jada Mormon. Back to Wagner. Wagner into Bigfoot. Just physical play, getting in the way, not giving up, showing a lot of spirit. Bigfoot FC also has a men's team in the USL League 2. Actually having a pretty good start to their expansion first year, inaugural year in the USL League 2. A couple key wins. I think they have the Portland Bangers number, having beat them down in Portland and then at home as well. Good little squad. They have a couple guys from Olympia on the Bigfoot USL 2 squad. Former USL 2 player for FC Olympia, Landon Sexton, out of North Thurston High School, played for FC Olympia. Bigfoot trying to make something happen here in this USLW match, but Chelsea Wagner, staunch defense, keeping Bigfoot at bay, not trying to hold on to that shutout that both Drew Stover and Shu Oba are working so hard to keep intact. An Olympia Federal Savings potential shutout, but knock on wood for the FC Olympia cast here. But Nicholas Duncan going to be stopping the game as we have a Bigfoot FC player on the ground. But yeah, it's always nice to see clubs that have both franchises, USL Women, USL Men, the League 2 and the W. And just interesting and unique to see success in one franchise versus another. So in this case, it's awesome to see Bigfoot succeeding and doing well in their first year on the men's side. And then the same thing, for FC Olympia. Struggling a bit in year 4 on the men's side, USL League 2. But the women's side continuing to be a powerhouse and being, number 10 in the nation in USLW in the power rankings, 2.5 years undefeated in regular season play. If you're just tuning in, 5-0 here in Olympia, Washington. Oli in the light blue, Bigfoot in the white. Bigfoot looking to make a play here into the offensive third. Through ball in. Intercepted by Ellie Jeffroy out of Oklahoma State University. She was a team MVP week 3. Week 3 MVP for FC Olympia. It was standout defensive play, a lot of great one-on-ones, good distribution. We got an injury sub coming. Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. The cast tonight's sponsored by Forelli's Pizza, located all over the Puget Sound. You should look them up, Google them right now. Forelli's Pizza. You're a little hungry right now? Go head over to Forelli's Pizza. Great pizza, family-owned, based out of DuPont, Lacey Olympia here. That's kind of the foundation of the organization, but they're all over the Puget Sound. Great company. Partnered with our sponsorship for our streaming on the NBC affiliate Sports Engine, home to all of USLW and USL League 2 matches for FC Olympia. Also want to thank Brandon Cartwright Media, and all the techs and camera guys. Through ball into Jaden Mormon. Mormon into Roney. Roney, nice turn into the penalty box, but Bigfoot not having it. Staunch defensive play. Great battle in the back, and it's going to be a goal kick Bigfoot. Waning moments here in the second half. Bigfoot throwing here. Wagner entering the penalty box, trying to make a shot here. Oh, and it's a goal for Chelsea Wagner. Charo Mexican restaurant goal to wake me up, but wake up this crowd as well. Just kind of uncontested coming into the penalty box to get the 6th goal on the night for FC Olympia. Chelsea Wagner with a Charo Mexican restaurant goal located on the west side of Olympia, formerly El Serape. Awesome place. They got a cool fire pit in the bar. Family friendly also. Charo Mexican restaurant, West Olympia. Chelsea Wagner with a goal. Just great play. Number 4 on the year for Chelsea Wagner here in USLW League play in 2025. As the game starts to approach that stoppage time. Superseding the last fixture outcome in Maple Valley, the 5-0 score. Today at 6-0 for FC Olympia, 6 Charo Mexican restaurant goals. For just tuning in, recapping those goals, Ginny Lackey with a hat trick, leading the entire USLW nation with 10 goals now. Anoka Hamano scoring off the post in the 43rd minute. Ashley Roney making a break into the box, but in the goalkeeper's hands with a save. Ashley Roney trying to get on the board as well, coming on as a sub here in the 70th minute, but really pushing to make something happen as well. And the referee calls it, Nicholas Duncan. 6-0 here at Well 80 Pitch in Olympia, Washington in USLW League play. FC Olympia gets their 6th win on the year. A 6-0 win, 6 Charo goals, a hat trick from Ginny Lackey. Just a wonderful play by the forward out of James Madison University. Anoka Homano, Chelsea Wagner, a number of players making a difference. Shu Oba and Drew Stover getting the shutout. 0 goals today, but not much action on that side of the field. I want to thank you for tuning in to this broadcast today here on the Sports Engine Network. I want to thank Brandon Cartwright and Cartwright Media, also Forelli's Pizza, for partnering in our cast today. Again, support your local soccer clubs, your semi-pro, your pro-am, your path to pro, and all of your little communities. Make sure and get season tickets. Keep the lights on. Get merch. Go online, fcoli.com. Pick up a replica jersey. Get a hoodie. Get a scarf. All those little things help all of these small clubs across the United States and the USL. Support your local soccer. Support your community path to pro USL franchises. Make sure and follow FC Olympia on Instagram at gofcoli.com or at gofcoli. Also, FC Olympia on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, LinkedIn. Support the club. Like, share, follow, spread the word. The women return June 27th to Olympia against Salmon Bay. They go on the road for a few games. Eugene, Oregon against Lane United. Also the West Seattle Roadies. The USL 2 men return home to Olympia June 21st. It's the first time the men have been home in 2 weeks. They've had a 6-game road spell that's been pretty tough, but they have 5 games at home all the way until July 13th, to where they can pick up some serious points. I want to thank you again for tuning into this cast here at FC Olympia in Olympia, Washington. Thank you so much for being an artisan and being a supporter. Thank you for the Maple Valley folks for tuning in, and Bigfoot FC supporters. That's it here from me, Ryan Perkins, on the FC Olympia cast. Farewell, folks.